And welcome back to Retrospect My Fantasy. Today, we're going to be doing more work on our Alquadim World Guide. Now, before we get into that though, got a couple things to go over. Number one is that we have a Patreon. And that is most important when talking about our design works on Thursdays. Because if you become a patron at our $20 tier, our Epic Adventurer tier, you will get a copy of whatever we complete of our design works. Upon its completion, what I do is I go into the Patreon, see who's a patron at that level, and then I make a copy and get their address and ship it out to them. Whether it be our world guide, our player's handbook, our DM's guide, our adventure, a board game that we're probably going to make in the future, a magic set that we're going to make sometime in the future. The only one that is a little difficult to send out would be a video game that we may make in the future. But we'll get to that when we get there. But there's all you can so the best thing about Patreon is that you can join Patreon at any level. Do you only have $1 that you want to help support me with? You can do that. Do you have $1 million that you want to help support me with? You can do that. Anywhere in between, as long as it's a whole dollar amount. Number two is that we are partnered with Humble. Now, Humble is an amazing company that I love very much and I utilize frequently. Right now, I highly recommend you head on over there because you can get a copy of Shadowrun Returns Deluxe Edition for free today. Go do it. And while you're there, check out some of their sales. They've got awesome sales pretty much always. So go check them out. And the last thing to go over is, or actually we got two things to go over before we actually move into this shenanigans. The next one is that we have a Discord. Please come join our Discord. We have a whole bunch of in-game comms we got Guns of Icarus, Here's the Storm, Killing Floor, Minecraft, Overwatch, Payday, PUBG, Warframe, and there will be more to come. If you guys need game comms for WoW, I'll supply it. If you guys need a comms channel for League of Legends, even though I hate League of Legends, personally, I'll supply it. The Discord is as much mine as it is yours. So if there's something that you are interested in having on there, whether it be a chat channel or a voice channel, let me know. And I will see what we can do to make that happen. And the last thing is that all the music that you will be hearing through tonight's stream, I'm going to go actually over to the design stream. This box right here is the Winamp playlist. And the reason I have the Winamp playlist up is because all the music is provided by Free Music Archive. And in order to comply with their terms of service, I have this up so that you can see the artist and song title so that they get their proper accreditation. Now, today we're going to be working. Last week we went through all the books and we gathered up a whole bunch of art assets. I don't know if how well you can see this bottom bar right here, but as I scroll down, that's all the art assets from the previous Alquadim books that I decided to grab and see if we could utilize. The first one that we have up here is a pretty key art for the entire series of books. So why didn't I just start at the bottom? How far, if we can, I'm sorry, artist. I'll have to find the accreditation for the artist and put that in the and put that in the the credits at the very end. Okay. How far? So it looks like he's jumping off frame. Just dropping down. No, that does not look very... Oh. Oh, they did not... Whoever did this also did not do a very even scan. So we need to take a bit more than we might otherwise like to. Alright, so let's see what we can do with this image. What happens if we cut more? And then we're cutting off his turban pin. You know, this might just not be a good enough image for... Actually, why isn't it fine just the way it is? Aha, that's why it's not fine just the way it is. That and that. We need to find ourselves the D and D ampersand. Image. That's not the whole ampersand. We need the whole thing. And we need a good quality version of it. There we go. Bring this over so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm looking for a high quality version. Oh, here we go. Figures Pinterest would have it right. Perfect. So we got a high quality version of that we can put over the TSR logo. And then this actually is going to be a kind of a tricky edit. So I want it to look good. Yeah, we'll take this one. It's higher quality. Oh, that did not go to the right place. Oh, it's at downloads, but we want that to go to pictures. We'll put this in pictures as well. Nope. Into pictures. Okay, so now that we have some new logos to work with, we need to figure out a good way to cut this out right here, pain in the butt, and then cut this out. This one's going to be a little bit easier because we can just kind of fill in the background with kind of this pale blue and it'll work. It won't be amazing, but it'll work. So first off, let's go ahead and I drop that pale blue. And let's get in here. This D&D logo is going to look way sharper than the rest of it. Alright, so... pencil... Get our broad strokes in while we can. Before we have to go in and... What the hell am I doing? I'm just gonna fill that whole section in anyway. Delete that. Okay. Fill that. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, that's not totally obvious, right? So what we really need is... So let's get back in there. It's so obvious that we can freaking highlight it. Okay. That's a little better. That's what's really pulling it apart. There's no light source coming up to it. Okay. Okay. That film grain worked pretty good. But let's see here. What else do we have? Which one's lens blur? Oh god, yeah, nope, 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 nope on that one. Maybe splatter's not the right one. No, no, no. Film grain worked okay, but that wasn't great. So let's see here. Definitely not going to sponge. Distort. Diffuse glow. Ugh. Graininess is fine. Glow amount way down. Graininess way up. Clear amount way up. How does that look? That's still better, but still not ideal. Okay, no. Nope. And then cut that. And then we're going to take this color. It's kind of palish yellow. And we're going to do... Definitely not. No, we just need... What do we need? Someone with more skill. What do we have? Me. So... Now let's bring this back. And let's just get in there and do what we need to do to make it happen. Let's do this right. Let's do this the hard way. Eraser. We can probably go to about 10 pixels. Yeah, this is good enough. And then what we're going to do is we're going to drop the new logo in right over top of this. And then we'll go in and remove everything else that needs to be, and then fill in the area, hopefully appropriately. By the way, we're probably going to be doing the art assets portion of this for a couple of design sessions. Because anyone who watched me when we did our emote episodes a long time ago will know that I'm a bit of a perfectionist. By the way, I've got all of our emotes... Oh. Done is a strong word, but completed enough that I'm willing to use them. All we need is more subscribers. That way we can open up more emote options. There we go. Look at all that. Look at all that beautiful... Ah, damn it. Just like with the Elder Scrolls, I do too much in between checkpoints and screw it all up and then have to go way farther back than I would like. If I trusted the lasso tool to do what I tell it to do, I would use that, but, well, I don't. So, mm, okay. Okay, let's go ahead and open up this. And we need to go all the way up to here. Drop this in. Oh boy, you are a big boy, aren't you? Okay. That's pretty much where that needs to go. So you see all that blank space behind it? Yeah, that needs to get fixed. In as believable a way as possible. Take that pale blue again, and you know what? We'll just go ahead and drop it in like that. That looks like shit. So we can go back in and fix it a little bit. But that is more or less, after we fix in those lines, what it's going to look like. Actually, oh god. Yeah, nope. Okay. So now, let's get rid of that. Oh yeah. Add you. Add you. Actually, we can... Boop, boop. Where's the clone? Is this our clone? Clone tool. Because the area cannot clone has not been defined. I'll click... Oh, that's right. That looks way better. Oh, clone tool. Yep. Now it's starting to fail. Define a new source. Let's do down here. Then we can kind of fill... We can kind of fudge all this. Oh. Yeah, clone tool is amazing. It really is just a piece of artistry what you can do with the clone tool. And it'll look more natural. This color. Okay. Then without it. Clone that area again. As we slowly do away with all the D&D logo of old. See, look how much nicer that looks. And then when we drop, boop, that in. I mean, that looks way sharper than the rest of this image, but like that looks way more natural than what it did. Right there? Right there. Okay. Now for down here. Okay, so new D&D logo. You can go away. Now we need to open up the ampersand. Oh, you are massive. Okay, Mr. Ampersand. Yeah, no, that's good. Okay, now we can get rid of that. We just made it invisible. And now we can try and figure out how we're going to get rid of this TSR logo and make this pillar not look like shit. Because the clone tool really only works on like larger sections that are kind of amorphous anyway, like the sky. Something as detailed as this, the clone tool does not work as well. So let's get in here and get to work. Well, first off, let's cut all of this out. Sorry, TSR. Your logo was awesome back in the day, but it looks kind of crappy these days. Especially in comparison to the new high-res art and design works that Wizards is able to put into the D&D brand. Although, the production level of the TSR stuff was way, way higher. They were putting a lot of money into the design of their products. Like the physical design, the physicality of it. Like, the books were sturdier. Actually, no, that's not true. The books weren't sturdier, but the paper was higher quality. They had just had special stuff, like all the Al Qadim books. Every single page of Al Qadim has copper leafing on it. Every page. You would never see that out of Wizards of the Coast today, which is unfortunate because I think that level of production... I mean, they already have, like, the market, but I think, like, that level of production value would go a long way. Not just, like, the imagery and the sturdiness of the books, which is, honestly, like, pretty important, I'm not gonna lie. But, especially the sturdiness of the books. but just that those like small touches. I know they don't seem like they matter, but they really matter. Oop, a little too much. Boop, gone. Okay, so now, how are we going to fill in that? Okay. Wait. I has an idea. No, not you. Role-playing books. Second edition. Yep. Al-Qadim. Box set. Land of Fate. There was an image. Here's how we're going to fill it in. We're going to take this page. And we're going to mic that shit up. Desktop. Nope. Where's role-playing books? It was down there. It is. Second edition. Al-Qadim. Box sets. Land of Fate. We need page 2. Okay. Now, I do not in any way, shape, or form consider myself a shop wizard. But what we're about to do is going to be wizardry. We need more like you. Copy that. Okay, we need to back out and try and mic this up. Oh, this is not gonna mic up well. These images were not set up to be remotely utilized like this. Is it this one? Crap. Nope. Go away. Nope. Go away. We need to free rotate our selection tool. Because we need just the pillar, not any of the stuff behind it. That's what was screwing us up. Nope, we need to zoom in on this section, because if I don't, if I just try and freehand it, I'm gonna screw it up bad. Already am. Try and screw it up as little as possible. We can cut stuff out that we don't need. Copy that. Bring that over here. That didn't work. Why didn't that work? Oh, did I not have a layer selected? So, you can go away. Hey, here we go. Okay, so here is our purple curve. We might need to do some cutting, so get rid of you. No. Oh, yeah, sure, for now. Now you go away. And you go away. Much better. There we go. Now we can work. Yeah, I don't consider myself a shop wizard because I'm not actually that skilled at Photoshop. I am, however, willing to put in the hard work to make something look good with what few skills I have. So, that is as much shop wizardry as I get to claim to. Hard work and totally not elbow grease. Mouse grease? That kind of sounds gross. I'm gonna stop right there before I say something really dumb. Which would be impressive, because I think mouse grease is a pretty dumb thing to say. And then this part, that we can just use some actual tools. What the hell am I doing? Okay. Nope. Turn you off. Then we're gonna take you. And we're gonna back out a little, just a touch. Maybe 2 touches. Hey, you image that can turn. It's not quite perfect, but you get what I'm going with this. God, how much of an angle do I need to turn this thing at to actually use? Oh. That's pretty much right. For this side, anyway. Freaking perspective, ruining things. Oh. Yeah, look at that. Already looking way better. Now that line needs to be like there. Oh, kind of. Keep accidentally right-clicking. so we need to drag this into a corner so that we can make sure that we actually have it lined up correctly. And I think we do. Because now cut. Cut. Now see, that's going to work a little bit better for us. I hope. Bring you back. You. Definitely need to be scaled up some. Lay it over the top. Still more? Actually, no. No, no, no. Because we only need... Wrong tool. It's not quite... fitting in the way I need it to. It's almost like they had an image that they were using and, you know, did stuff to as they needed to make it work. So what do we actually need from this? We need the purple and the brown, and that's it, right? Everything else can just go away? Yeah, I think so. Maybe we should tear this image down to its elemental pieces. They're also different quality. One's a better printing than the other. Which is a weird thing to think about, that the same image being printed twice by the same printers would have two different qualities. Like, as someone who's worked in a print shop, that would never fly in my shop. Okay. But then again, I'm not running a print shop anymore, am I? So nope, not quite. See, that's almost right there, but not enough. But a little clever editing. Oh. I mean, you can still obviously see the line like down here, but I think that's a pretty good job so far. Now we need to fill in all the rest of this, which we can use our clone tool. Kind of. Obviously the clone tool, not perfect system. But, oh, a good system. And then with just a little bit of blending, we can actually make this look pretty damn good. Let's go ahead and get rid of the ampersand, so we can see what it is we're attempting to do here. Oh. Okay. And then we take this and we merge layers. Now they're one layer. So now we can sponge this area up some. That way that line, that demarcation line is a little harder to determine. the sponge tool just kind of makes things a bit muddier and kind of blends them together a little bit. Let's see, what do we have? We have the burn, the dodge, desaturate. Oh, there we go. There we go. Blend. And blend. Actually, yeah, let's desaturate that a little bit more. What do we want to... Not paintbrush. Dodge. No. Midtones. Shadows. That's what we wanted. Ooh, no. Shadows way down. And a little bit of... Oh, too much. A little bit of burn. There's also a smudge tool, but I don't. There it is. Where you just kind of like move things around a little bit. It's also a good way of blending. There we go. And then when we scroll back and take in the whole thing, I mean, anyone who's discerning can tell if that's not quite right. But all things considered, looks like a pretty reasonable, well done job, especially considering we took a few items that were way newer than anything else that we're going to be working with and shoved him in there. So we're going to go ahead and save that as... This is going to be title page. Okay, and then we're also going to save this as a Photoshop work. That way, if we need to, we can go back in and edit it some more very easily. Okay, those are done. And we are done with that page. We're done with the ampersand. Okay, so what's the second thing we had here? Oh, that's right. No, I want to get to these. This is what I want to get to. The gods' symbols. But that's going to be a relatively easy thing as we... Nope. Crop. That's not what I said. I guess I can do it from... I thought I could do it from there. Image. Crop. There we go. So here's our new gods. Here's one of our two new gods images. So we're going to go ahead and save that one right now. As Gods, 1. And we actually don't need to do this one initially as a Photoshop image as well, because we can just cut this into the pieces that we need later from the PDF. So that's gone. And here's Gods 2. So actually, mostly what we're doing right now is we're just going to be cutting images out. That way we can find good places for them later. Up here. Okay, I guess that's not going to work this time. So this is, well, for some reason I always think it's an edit, even though I know it's not. And this is Desert Life? Desert Tea Life. I was going to say Tribes, but we'll say Life / Tribes, just in case we use it for one or the other. Can't use the slash. This one's going to be City Life. Oh, the full page images. We're just going to leave those as they are. Creepy Merchant? I think that's what we're going to call this. I think I'm just going to call this one Creepy Merchant. Creepy Merchant. Yep, full pages. We're keeping their same name for now. Chase flight? Flight chase? Flying chase? Flying chase. Plunder. Plunder. Magic swag. I don't know what to call this one. So let's go with... Sword of Love, just for now. I'm sure we'll come up with something later as we throw it into Naga Mage? Temple Fight? We'll go with Temple Fight. Deal with the devil? Desert Battle? That's right. We'll go with Desert Battle Small. See, I always go to edit. The only thing that it in my mind that explains that is in some earlier version it must have been under edit as opposed to image. Stealing from a god? I mean, that's ultimately what a lot of people try to do in D&D anyway, so just straight naming it that is not too far off the mark. Freeing a genie. Probably an Ifrit. Which could be good. It could also spell your doom. Oh, I know exactly what I'm calling this. This is... It's a couple, and a dwarf, on a flying carpet, and the couple is kissing. I'm calling this one A Whole New World. Now, the best part is, in a week from now, when we're going through these, like, all these names, I'm like, whole new world? What? A whole new world? And I'm gonna have to open it up and actually look at it and be like, gotcha. A whole new world. Desert Queen, even though she's probably not a queen and probably not even the ruler of a tribe. Black and white map. Here. Monochrome map. Alright, and then... what's next? Barber! Which are everything from like Sweeney Todd to like low tier medics. Barbers filled a lot of roles in Arabian culture. The Sweeney Todd thing is specifically for D&D. Barber. Because it's a job, and it's a job kind of geared towards rogues. Because you have to use small blades, and rogues are good typically with small blades. It also provides an easy avenue for assassination, if that's something you're interested in. We'll say haggling. I probably spelled that wrong, but I don't care enough. Yeah, because I just spelled haggling. This is... Grand Caliph at rest. See, a lot of these I'm just going to get immediately because that makes sense. But some of them... oh, is this the Golden Palace? Or no, this is the Golden Mosque? No, it can't be because that's too messed up. We'll just say mosque. Okay. Deadly Note. Death Note. There we go. I don't know. My mind was instinctually trying to avoid it, but it got there. Oh wow, this page is like way crooked. Okay. Ogre battle. Even though I think that's a Cyclops. Details. Grand Vizier. I think that's right. I hope that's right. I spelled mosque right. Pearl divers. That's an easy one. Pearl diving. I think I'm putting those two together. What do you think? Trapped by Mareed. Mareed. There we go. We must be getting pretty close to the end here. One mighty tug. Royal entourage. Pretty sure I spelled entourage wrong. I know there's a show about it, never seen it. Do I need this thing on how to read a city? I should put it in, just in case. Forgotten Idol. Okay. So, that is all the images. So now we're going to go into gods. And we're going to cut each one of these out into their own image. Then we can get rid of gods 1 and 2. Sure. Okay. This will be... Wait, which god is this? Hajima? Pajama. Yep, nope, go away. Delete. Delete. Okay. Now, come down to Haku. So first off, let's get rid of that. And then nope. Okay. Which one's this, Haku? Yeah. Okay. That way we can get as little background stuff as possible. Hakia. Boop. Go away. There we are. Yep. Z. Delete. Hassan. Okay. And then, oh, we got 1, 2, 3 more gods to go. Kor, the sun god. Okay. Yeah, that's good enough. I was worried that I caught that little bit of the letter there, but no, that's good. Najum. Can't remember what she's the goddess of. But we'll find all that out even more when we get into actually starting to put the book together. There we go. Salon. Every time I see this symbol when I'm like flipping through the books or whatever, I just immediately think Sailor Moon. Every time. Nope, here. Bam. It begins with the letter S. There's a big old moon symbol and a star. It's Sailor Moon. What is it actually again? Salon. Okay. That is God's one. And you know what? I think that is a reasonable place to stop. We can get into more editing and fine-tuning of these images later. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming and hang out with me tonight. I know making a D&D module is not exactly the most exciting thing in the world, but I appreciate each and every one of you that came out. Now remember that if you are interested in picking up a copy of this yourself, the easiest way to do so is going to be to just sign up for the Patreon at the $20 level, because then what's going to happen is when we're done with this, at that point, I'm just going to print a copy and send one to you. So if you're interested in picking up a copy of this magnificent masterpiece we're putting together, head on over to our Patreon. If you still want to support me monetarily, but don't feel like spending $20 and also getting this awesome product that we're building, you can also do it at any level as much as you want. Or if you also want to pick yourself up some amazing games, you can do so by taking our Humble Bundle link, which you can either find just below the stream, or by taking that link. Again, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming and hanging out, but this heat has been killing me. I'm out of water, and editing takes a lot of mental work, and it's starting to put a little strain on me. So we're going to go ahead and call it for tonight. I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and I hope you'll join me tomorrow, Friday, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. for more Elder Scrolls Morrowind. What are we doing in Morrowind? Oh, that's right. We're looking to assassinate some 6th House members for the Blades. But the people in the town near that 6th House enclave aren't really interested in talking to us, so I guess we just get to jump around and try and find them. Meanwhile, we get to explore some awesome caves of smugglers and whatnot, and hopefully find some cool stuff. See you tomorrow.